Moms, when did you look at your daughter and think, that's my girl? I found out my 15-year-old daughter was working at a grocery store when her math teacher called me. Mrs. Rodriguez, I wanted to let you know that Amelia fell asleep in class again today, Mr. Barnes said. It's the third time this week. I was confused. Amelia had always been a perfect student. Straight A's, extra credit. And she was in bed by 10 every night. I made sure of it. I'll talk to her, I promised, embarrassed and worried. When I confronted her that evening, she shrugged it off. Classic teenage response. I'm fine, Mom, just studying late. But when I checked her room that night, her bed was empty. The window was open, curtains billowing in the autumn breeze. Panic set in immediately. I called her phone, straight to voicemail. I texted her friends, who all claimed ignorance. I was about to call the police when I heard the soft scrape of the window opening around 1 a.m. I waited in her darkened room, heart pounding. When she climbed through, still in her school clothes, but with an unfamiliar blue vest stuffed into her backpack, I flipped on the light. Where have you been? My voice shook with fear and anger. She froze, then her shoulders slumped in defeat. Working? Working where? You're 15! At Save Mart. She wouldn't meet my eyes. Night stalking. They pay cash. It didn't make sense. We weren't rich, but we weren't poor either. I had a steady job as a nurse. She had everything she needed. Why? I demanded. She hesitated, then pulled out a stack of papers from her desk drawer and handed them to me. Medical bills. Dozens of them. All with my name at the top and alarming red past due stamps. Bills I'd hidden in my closet, thinking I was protecting her from adult problems. 8 months earlier, I'd been diagnosed with breast cancer. The treatment had been successful, but the bills had been catastrophic even with insurance. I'd been juggling them, paying minimum amounts, letting some slide while prioritizing others. I hadn't realized my daughter had discovered the truth. Amelia, this isn't your responsibility, I said softly. Who else is going to help? She shot back. Dad's gone. Grandma can barely pay her own rent. I've been watching you take extra shifts until you can barely stand, and you still look terrified every time the mail comes. I sank onto her bed, the reality of what she'd been doing hitting me. My 15-year-old had been sneaking out to work from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., then going to school, all to help with bills I couldn't handle. How did you even get hired? You're underage? She looked away. Mr. Guzman's son is the night manager. He made an exception when I explained the situation. They pay me under the table. I should have been angry. Should have immediately told her she was quitting. Instead, I just felt overwhelming shame. I had failed so completely at protecting her that she felt she needed to protect me instead. You have to stop, I said. You're exhausted. Your grades are suffering. Mr. Barnes called me today. I'm fine, she insisted. I've already made $840. The next day I called in sick to work for the first time since my treatment ended. I drove to Save Mart and asked for the night manager. He looked terrified when I introduced myself. Mrs. Rodriguez, I can explain. You hired my underage daughter to work night shifts on school days, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. Amelia said it was an emergency, he replied. She can't work nights anymore, I said firmly. His face fell. I understand. We'll miss her, but I get it. That evening, I sat Amelia down and placed a folder in front of her. You're not working nights anymore, I told her. It's affecting your grades and your health. Her face crumpled, but before she could argue, I continued. Instead, manager offered you Saturday and Sunday mornings. I'll pick you up and drop you off. You'll keep half of what you earn for college, and if you want to contribute the other half to household expenses, we'll do it together.